Finding out you're adopted, I guess, it's kind of a weird feeling, especially at such a young age that you don't really understand it fully until you're older. That like there's another set of parents out there. Like I don't think that really clicked to me until I was in probably elementary school. And then around grade 6 I was like, oh, maybe I want to find out who these people are. When I finally decided that that was what I wanted to do, I wanted to search for my birth mother. I went to the bank with my mom. Went into the safety deposit box, and I got a big envelope full of stuff. There was a little note from her to me from when I was a baby, which was nice to read. I told her at the beginning of the summer, and we only actually got around to doing it around September. We went downtown to Westmount at Bathshaw, and we met with one of the agents, and she started the file. I was put on a waiting list for a year. It was a long year and a half to wait for something like that, not knowing what was happening, but knowing they were taking care of it. And time went by, a year and a half went by, and I got a call, and they said, "You're ready to write a letter to your birth mother." So that was exciting. I wrote that letter. It took a really long time to write that letter because, there's a lot of things that you want to say all in one shot, and you can't say everything. So that was probably one of the hardest parts. I got a reply back, and it was probably one of the most enriching experiences I've had, reading that letter from my mom, having that first real contact with her. Knowing that she's that figure in your life, but not knowing her at all was hard to wrap your head around. So I'm in the middle of that right now, going back and forth with letters. Most of the people I told were supportive. My brother's, he's adopted too, and he's one of the only other people I know that is adopted, and I don't think he has the same view as I do on it, because he's never had any interest to search or find out more about his birth parents. So that was hard doing that, because it was the only one other person that I really wanted to talk to about it with, and I couldn't. And my parents, it's hard for them because it is their kid that they raise and put their life and heart and soul into, and then he's going to look for his other real parents. In my personal case, there are a handful of psychological issues that come along with the adoption. I wasn't good with controlling my emotions. I got angry a lot. I was depressed. It wasn't a good time, and I was often just looking for answers as to why I was feeling that way. Like there were things that happened in life that didn't help, but it was kind of a mystery to me for a while. You don't really realize that it's maybe it's because I'm adopted. After reading the letter and going back and forth with a couple letters now, it's not awkward. I'm just losing things to say without being like, hey, when am I gonna meet you? Like as a 10-year-old, I was thinking, oh yeah, we could go to the movies all the time, like she could be like my second mom. And then life went on, and I realized maybe that's not sort of a realistic goal or hope to have. That's something I'm in the process of figuring out right now, is what I want to do with this whole situation. I do want to meet her eventually, and I want to see her and have that intimate connection that I've longed for so long. It's going to be interesting. I'm nervous for that day to come, because I know it's going to come eventually, but I want it to happen.